Hey, it's Lisa Marie from Cars 108, and I am at the amazing historic Capitol Theater talking to a very special friend. Michael J. Thorp is joining me. You are doing something so incredible and so exciting. Capitol Memories. You are pretty much a historian when it comes to Michigan, but this is really special to you because it's homegrown.
Well, it's here in Flint, and I told my own Capitol memory. One of the things that we do in the show is we ask people for their own specific Capitol memory, and mine is so specific because I was 9 years old, 1964.
Oh, wow.
And my mom brought me and my brothers and sisters to see our first movie in a theater. And it was Mary Poppins, and it was right here. And I remember coming in here, and you look in this place, and it wasn't this colorful then. This has all been beautifully restored, but I remember going into the theater and looking up and seeing the stars in the ceiling, and I said, "Mom, stars." And she looked down at me, she smiled, and she remembered the stars when she was a little girl too. And every time I walk in here, I remember my mom being excited for me that I saw those stars up there. It was so cool.
And that's basically what this Capitol Memories is about, is everybody's got such a great story, whether it be a first date or coming with their family. Tell us a couple stories you've heard.
Well, I will say that, the Capitol Theater is at the center of it all. So if you came downtown, as people keep on telling us, this was kind of the creme de la creme. This was the theater that people would save their money to come and see. There are movie theaters all over town.
Right.
I mean, there were dozens and dozens of them. You know why?
No.
Well, back in the 30s and the 40s and the 50s, people didn't have TVs.
Oh, okay.
Usually in most towns, the first places that were air-conditioned were
a movie theater.
So,
Oh, wow.
So there were dozens and dozens of those things, but they saved to come here. And I've heard so many different stories about, like mine, people coming here on their first date. I was talking to Lynn Ransom.
Yes.
And Lynn talked about the first time that she came, and I probably shouldn't say it.
Give a little snippet.
Date.
Aw.
And she remembered exactly what she wore. You could appreciate that.
Yes, definitely.
And I can't tell you what I wore yesterday, all right? But she could remember when her first date to come in here. And we've had other stories. One was her first date. They came in and they saw the romantic movie Ben. And so there's different angles and how this all works.
And that's why these stories are so important. And that's, the Capitol Theater is just part of Flint. Now that they've revitalized it and it's open again, it's so exciting. You're going to do the premiere of the Capitol Theater Memories before the first movie on Friday. And then it's going to appear on the Capitol Theater website every Wednesday, telling a different story. You got to be so passionate about this.
I really am excited. Like you, I like to do interviews. I like to talk to people and understand what they saw. So Capitol Memories is a show. It runs, the regular show runs maybe 9-10 minutes.
Okay.
It has three parts to it. There's the intro, where I pick something about Flint, about the theater, about the restorations that are going downtown, and we talk about that. And then we have somebody's individual Capitol memory, like I told you about mine, and then we come back and we do an interview.
Oh, nice.
One of the really interesting things is, have you ever, by the way, seen yourself on the big screen?
Yeah.
It's a scary feeling, isn't it? Well, one of the things we're going to do with the show is it's going to premiere here at the Capitol Theater as a pre-runner for this. Like the old cartoons. I'm going to be a cartoon.
There you go.
They're going to run those things here. We're going to be on the big screen as they introduce those shows every week, and then they're going to be available, online at CapitolTheaterFlint.com.
That's going to be so amazing. I can't wait for the premiere on Friday, just before the movie. I've known you for a long time, and I know you are a well-known author. Just got to ask, a new book coming out?
I do have a new book coming out. It's called Michiganians You Should Know.
Oh, cool.
You do, but you don't know why. I'll give you an example. Michigan and Trumbull. What is that?
Well, that's where the stadium was.
Right. The corner in Michigan's baseball corner, right?
Right.
Everybody's heard of Michigan and Trumbull. I say Michigan and Trumbull, you think Ernie, you think Tiger baseball. We know about Michigan. Who's Trumbull?
Good point. I have no idea.
A lot of these stories came from when I was sitting at the anchor desk at Channel 12.
Right.
And I'd read a story about Trumbull. I think, who's Trumbull? I looked it up and I found out. And you'd be amazed. Higgins, one of the most beautiful lakes in the state. Who's Higgins? Sometimes people earned it. Sometimes they just knew the right person at the right time. So we're going to talk about, in my book, which is going to be a couple months. It takes a while to lay these things out, and I'm a writer. I'm not an artist. So I'm looking forward to that. But the other books are, the Great Lakes Trivia Test.
Yeah.
So it's always little facts that I found over the years, collected them, and then try to tell a story. I'm a storyteller more than anything.
I love it. And that's why you are the perfect person to tell the history and the stories behind the Capitol Theater. So look for that to premiere just before the first movie Friday, and then you can catch it every Wednesday on the Capitol Theater website with Michael J. Thorp. Thank you so much. For Cars 108, I'm Lisa Marie.